Hi guys, happy Friday Freebie Day. Can you believe it is a whole week since we did the last one? It has gone so quickly. So we are on number 187. Now this one is the same as the teacup that we did a couple of weeks ago, and I thought I would do a teapot because then they would sort of like go together, and I think they would look really lovely in our journals to go with the tea time digital kit. So this is the teacup. So if you got that one, this one is still in the Facebook group, so please do go and print that off, which is like a little booklet on that one. So it's the same principle. I'm going to do something a little bit different with my roses this week. I'm going to make something else with that, but it's lovely, really lovely. So I will show you how to cut that out, because it's quite simple. Now I haven't backed on this one, but I have backed on the one that I'm going to use. Right, so my lovely Ko-fi one-off and monthly supporters get an extra page, and this is it. So I love this, and what I was thinking was, I haven't got it here, but if you fold that in half, I think it would look lovely even with the teacup. If you wanted to do like a little folio thingy-majig, you don't have to use this paper, but I just thought that would go around it like that, as like a little sort of closure thingy-majig, and you can have an extra sort of like little flap, like a little folio thing, which I might actually do with the teapot and the teacup. So we will see. But that's your extra page, so you get both of those. Friday Freebie one is in the group, and this one is in the Ko-fi shop. So if you're a monthly or one-off, you can go and print that one off for free. And then again, the monthly my monthly supporters also get their free little 4 extra pages in the group as well. So please do pop along to Ko-fi if you are a monthly supporter. Print those off. So let's pop those to the side, and I have got this one here. Now I've printed on the back. This is from the calendar kit. I think it's the floral calendar kit, which is lovely. It's a really nice sort of like faint floral backing paper, which is lovely. Now let me just show you what I've made. I'm jumping ahead again, aren't I? Look, I've made a little teapot, and I've made a little bookmark. Now I know it's Mother's Day coming up this weekend in lots of places, so I've made a little bookmark and a little sort of card. Now I just love this. I got a little dingle, I got a little bow, and I've got a little dingly dangly on there, and then open it up. And I put, life is like a cup of tea, it's all about how you make it. And that's a little sort of like let's get this piece of paper. This is like a little tuck there, so you can put like a little note in there or something, which I just love. And then what I've done with the rest of the roses, I've just stuck them down onto a piece of card, little bit of cheesecloth. I've got one of my words and phrases on there, just as like a little dingly dangly, little bow, and I got some beads. So I thought that would make a little extra gift, wouldn't it? As a little, you could make that into a card, and a little bookmark to go with it, which is lovely. So I'm going to just show you how to cut this out. Now I did show you how to cut the what's it called, the teacup out last week, so I'm going to just show you how to do this one, how to get it so it's quite you know, even. So I'm just going to go along here like that, cut our little flowers out, and then I'm going to go up, and just, we want to just cut round the little nose of the teapot up to the top, and let's just go along like that, because we don't want to cut it out separately, we want to cut it out so they're both together when we fold it. So let's just go round the little nozzle there like that. Let's go up, so we've got this. So just for me, so they're pretty even when they've cut out like that. They don't have to be perfect. Let me just pop that in the bin. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to just fold this in half like that, but we want to get where we've cut the little round bit on there and the little round bit on there, we want to sort of almost try and match those bits up, and then fold that there. So when we cut it, I'm hoping that will be sort of even, like that. Let's see, let's start this end. So you can just start by cutting that down there and then just seeing if you're going across this line, which is perfect, look. So if you try and even them up, it's better than cutting them both out separately and trying to sort of fit them together, if you know what I mean. So these can cut out. Now I've got like a little edging around here, so you can always sort of like tidy it up if they're not quite level, so you're not actually cutting into the teapot. So we'll just go around here, around the teapot. I just loved, and you all loved, the teacup, and I just thought the teapot would look fab, wouldn't it, to match in. And again, if you don't have the tea time for tea digital kit, these all work, you know, independently. You don't have to have the kit, but if you do have the kit, these all work well together to pop into your journal. So look, you can see it's all nice and level. So let's just go around, and if it's not, you can just even it up. Can you see? Look, that one's not quite on there, but it's a lot easier to do than cutting them out separately. Oh, look at that, love it, I love it. Right, I'm going to pop this one to the side because that's how you cut it out. I do have one ready here, so that's the little roses. And on this one, I've just popped one of the papers in. I printed on the back. Now, you don't have to print on the back of it. You can have it white, but I've just printed one of the backing papers from the kit in there. But I just love it. Now, what I've done on this one, I popped a little bow in there, but I've made two little slits in here. Now, if you're not confident about doing something like that, get a bow and just stick it on the front. You don't have to do that. Make a little slit in there. It's not vital. You can just pop a little bow on there, which I just think it looks really cute, doesn't it, with a little bow across the top of the teapot and a little dingly dangly. But I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to use some cream ribbon on this one. I'll use this red on that one, which it is. Let's see what size. Does it say what size it is? Okay, 0.7 centimeters, so that's what that is, 0.7 centimeters. So it's not quite on there, and it's 25 yards. I think that's what it says on there, but it's quite a thin one. Yes, it says on here 0.7 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches, but that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Amazon packaging. Right, so we want to do this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my knife and do a tiny little slit. Now let's just measure this. So we want to sort of come up like there. Make sure you don't cut through the whole thing. Just like that. That should go through. Pop that in there, make sure we've got a hole either side like that. Pop my lid on here before I cut myself. Oh, there it is. Let's take a little bit of this. I don't need all of that, but I'm going to pop that through. Oh, don't need that anymore, do we? Let's just pop that through there. You know what I'm like, not very good at threading things through. Then back through this one. Like again, if you find this too fiddly, just stick a bow on the front. There we go. I'm going to just tie a little knot. Excuse me, I've still got this cough. I don't know what's happening with me. I'm on antibiotics now because it's been going on for so long. So I don't like taking antibiotics, but I haven't had them for years and years. So I'm hoping that it's going to knock it on the head, because it's just not making me feel well at all. But I do like to craft, so this is my relaxing space, so which is a good thing. Look at that, isn't that just lovely? Right, let's just chop. I'll use my little ones. Let's just chop a little bit off, like that, and this side. There we go. Oh, it's just so cute, isn't it? And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get, which I have somewhere. There we go. What have I done with my little jump rings? They're probably right in front of me. I've got my little thingies here. Yeah, right beside me. Couldn't see for looking. Right, so I'm going to take two. I'm going to have that one and then a little diddy one on here. So I've got two little jump rings. I've got these, which are just little dingly danglies, like that. Can you see? Which is really pretty, isn't it? I got these little things from Temu actually, and they are really, really handy. I love them. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon or somewhere else, but they're really nice if you only got a few little embellishments to pop in there. Right, I'm going to use the little one first. Pop that. Just open that little jump ring up. When you open a jump ring, just don't pull it open, push it, and then when you pull it back again, it goes back into a little circle. But if you pull it apart, you can't really get it back into a circle. So just push it back like that. You probably know that anyway. Let's pop that on there, like that, the wrong way round. Let's make sure we are going to hang it the right way. There we go. And then what we want to do is just clip it in just on that little bow bit, just in through there, if you can, like that. Just close that up, just so it's hanging on that little tiny middle bit. Just to have it, you don't have to have anything dangling on it. You could stick a little gem on the front of it if you wanted to, but I quite like that little dingly dangly. You know what I'm like for dingly danglies. Okay, so on the inside, again, just use it for writing in, you don't have to, but I've got some of my little embellishment bits on here, so I'm going to pop the kettle on, and then what shall we have? A couple of little roses like I did on the other one. Just put one there, and what shall we have? A big one just down there like that. So let's take our glue. I'm going to just glue this edge, just the two sides, so we can just slot something in. A little note or something on there you could do, couldn't you? But like I did on the teacup, you could, you know, do a couple of pages in here and make it into like a notebook. I'll link the teacup video down underneath, the Friday Freebie one. I think it was 185. I'll link it down, so if you missed it, you can have a look and see what I did with the teacup. So that can go there. Shall we just stick that there? But we want that bit open, so let's just stick round this bit like that. Stick that on. Lovely. So that means we've got like a little that, and that's open there, so you've got like a nice bit of room to just stick a little note in there or something like that. So love it. I absolutely love it. So again, you can use it as a greeting card. Cut that off so it's probably a little bit flat so that you can stand it up. You could make a little hole through there and hang something from here, hang something from the spout. well, actually, what would look quite nice, you could hang a little bit of ribbon off there, a little bit of brown ribbon, or some little beads hanging on some chain, so it looks like you've got sort of like tea pouring out. All sorts of things that you can do. It's just your imagination, isn't it? So now we've done the teapot, I'm going to use these to make a little bookmark. Now I think that's the one. I just cut that off. This was just a one of my these are the postcards, so I've just sort of like cut that in half. I'm going to round the top with this. So if you know anybody that reads actual books, which I'm going to use this one in my journal, not my journal, in that lovely slow stitch book that I've got, that Andy bought me for my birthday, which is this one. Where is it? Is it here? This one here. Daydream Journals by Tilly Rose. I'll pop a link to that underneath the video as well. It's really, really lovely. And it's so nice, like I said before, it's so nice to have a book to flip through and get ideas from. I just love it. So what shall we have dingly dangling off here? Oh, what have I got? I've got teapot. We could have tea is a hug in a mug. Shall we have that one? That's nice, isn't it? Pop this out. Let's just cut these out. So again, you can pop any little word or phrase on here. Whatever you wanted to say. You could, like I said before, you could have a little Happy Mother's Day one on here, or you could have Happy Birthday, or just thinking of you. Anything on there. But this is tea is a hug in a mug, which is quite a nice one. Let's just take, I've got a piece of card. Let's just stick this on here. Down. Oops. Got glue on that one now. So let's just stick that like that. And I will chop this around just to make sort of like a bigger tag. And I'm going to try to do it with the middle one. Just round that top bit off, just so it's sort of like the same as the actual bookmark, same shape. A little bit of ink around the edge, like that, which is perfect. I am going to pop these together like that, just so they're in line at the top. Get my hole punch, my messy desk, make a little hole in there. Then I've got some little eyelets here, and I'm going to just use these creamy ones that I've got. Oops, gosh, here we go. This is where I get clumsy with these. Now I'm going to use my little crocodile. Now I've got this on, which when I use it I should really tell you which numbers I got it on. This is the top one here, or this is the bottom. That's number 4. So I've got it on number 4 on there. And the top piece, which is the long one, that's C. So I've got C on the top and number 4 on the bottom. And that's for the, I think these are sort of like 1/8 of an inch. These are the smaller ones. Because I get so confused with these. Some of them fit and some of them don't. If you haven't got ones which are actually made for this, it's a sort of bit of a guessing game really. But I found out that this one works for the 1/8 of an inch anyway. Oh, I've done that. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I did that around the wrong way, but I haven't. Okay. So pop those together. I'll pop that on before I knock it over. Let's get a nice big loop. Where's my ruler gone? Oh, I was going to measure it, but my ruler has disappeared. I think I must have taken it downstairs. not quite sure what size this is. It doesn't say on there. Let's just open this up. Oh, actually, I'm not going to open that up. I don't want to stick that on yet. I need to stick the cheesecloth on. Now, I've already sort of like screwed this up a little bit. This is just plain cheesecloth. I haven't coloured it or I haven't done anything to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that. It might be too long. I think that is going to be too long. Let's just chop that little bit off. We don't need that. Then that can just wrinkle up like that. I've got my glue gun. Oh, I need a new little glue stick in there. That's something that's got to go on my list this month, is glue sticks. Let's just squash that down. A little bit more in there. There we go. Super simple, isn't it? But I think it looks just so pretty. Now I'm going to pop, we've got small ones and big ones. Well, they're not huge, but there's two different sizes in there. So what I thought, I'll put the big ones down and then the little ones in between like that. And then this one can go up there. So that looks good, doesn't it? Right, a little bit of glue on there. Pop you down. A little bit there. A little bit on that one. So that looks nice. Again, you can just leave it like that and make some little paper clips with the separate ones, but I think this looks really nice. So if you've got any little flowers left over from last week as well, you can match them in with these because they will go. Pop that there. Look at that. Doesn't that look just fab? Just love it. Okay, so now we can pop this on. Let's move some of these out of the way. Let's take that, pop that through. Now again, if you don't have jump rings or anything like that, you can just pop a little bit of ribbon on there, and you don't have to have the little eyelets, just make a little hole in there. But look at that, tea is a hug in a mug, fab. So now what we need to do, let's get some creamy ribbon so it matches our little teapot. We can pop this through. I'm going to just make a bow on this one. Let's just cut this off. Pop that on there. Just make a little bow. So I think it will look really pretty. Now again, you could have a little dingly dangly off here as well so that they match. That goes on like that. Let's cut these little bits off a little bit. Perfect. And then what I've done, I've got another extra piece which I've tied on with some little beads just to weight them down, which I think looks really pretty. So I'm just going to take a piece of that, piece of ribbon. Let's get, here we go. I've got a few beads in here. These are sort of like just little sort of like plasticky beads on here. So what shall we have? Do you think that little, that's quite nice, isn't it? I suppose we could go for wooden ones, but I think we'll go for a little bit of pink, maybe the darker pink. There we go. What I'm going to do is just roll that up. You need something with a sort of a larger hole in there. Gosh, here we go. Let's just see if I can thread this through. The other ones went through really easy, but I can see this is going to be a little problem for me. Let's just cut that into a point. Do you think that will be better? There we go. Right, this end, before I fall off this end, I'm just going to tie a little knot in there. Maybe I'll do 2 just to be safe. There we go. Pop that one on. Take the other bead. Yes, you need a little bead which has got a bigger hole in it, just so you can thread it through. Or you can use a little bit of embroidery thread, might be easy. If you don't have any ribbon, or even a little bit of string, or you can have, there's always sort of like bits of ribbon off packaging as well, isn't there, that you can use if you don't have a supply of stuff. If you're new to crafting, you don't have to go out and buy anything. Just have a look around your house and see what you've got. So there we go. I've just got the little beads on either end, and all I'm going to do is fold it in half, pop it through this jump ring at the top like that, and then open it up so it's like a loop, and then pop the beads through, and then just pull that tight. Whoops, without getting your little bow in there. There we go. And there you go. You've got little dingly danglies. Oh, those pink look really pretty, don't they, on there? So there we go, guys. That's another one. So you get two little makes out of this Friday freebie. And again, that's how I've just done it. So again, there are so many different ways you can do it. I'd have, what do we have? I don't think I've got them to hand unless they are here. These are the ones that I did last week. So this one has got the little pad of paper in it. So I'll pop the link down below so you can have a look. These ones have got little bits of bit of bling on there, a little sequin. So on this one again, we've made the paper clip, so you can make some more paper clips out of that. Time for tea, or no, it isn't. Let's pop the kettle on that one. And then You're My Cup of Tea. So these ones, I'll pop the link down to that so they can be made, but I think they all match so lovely, and fun, and lots of fun. So there we go, guys. That's 2 of them. So you've got a nice little, you can make that into a nice little card. And again, I think I will probably fold one of the papers over and make like a little folio thing with these as well. But that will be in another video. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, pop over to Facebook. This is your Friday freebie. All the links will be down underneath this video. And of course, Ko-fi, our one-off and monthly members will get an extra one, and the Ko-fi monthlies will get their extra pages. So please pop over, take a look. And don't forget to download it. Even if you're not going to use it, please download them, because they won't be on the Facebook group for forever. Okay, guys, take care, stay safe, have a fab weekend, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.